The main goal or the main aspect for us to learn from Al-Isra wal Miraj is two main things. Number one is that miracles do happen, and they are true, even though they're hard for us to comprehend. The other matter is that when we say the Prophet went up to the sky, we don't mean that Allah is way up in the sky and He's sitting on a big chair. This is against Islam. If somebody says Allah is on a chair, he's given Allah a jism, he's given Allah a body, and this is kufr wal-'iyadhu billah. This is against what Islam teaches. If someone says Allah is on a chair, he's saying three things. He's saying Allah is the same size as the chair, or bigger than it, or smaller than it. And this is attributing physical and created attributes to Allah. Al-Imam Abu Hanifa and Al-Bukhari radiyallahu anhum, they said in their books, whoever, and this is not from my pocket, this is what they said, and what they said is from the Quran and from the Sunnah. They said whoever says that the attributes of Allah are created, they have a beginning or end, or they have they exist like the attributes of the creation, that's against Islam. They said even if a person has doubt, he said maybe Allah is a man, maybe Allah is like the creation. No, this is kufr wal-'iyadhu billah. Allah laysa kamithlihi shay. Anything you imagine in your mind, Allah is not like that. And this is a struggle. It's tough to hold on to that, because every day we see people, they draw pictures, they draw images, they have idols, and they call it God. But we know that's not God. We know there's only one God, and we know that God is greater than what we can imagine. And everything that we imagine is makhluk, it's created, and Allah is not makhluk. So the miracle of Al-Isra wal Miraj is true. The Prophet ﷺ, he went to Al-Aqsa, and truly Allah made all of the prophets from Adam up to Jesus right behind him, and he said Allahu Akbar, and he prayed as their Imam. This is a true miracle, and we believe in it without a doubt. And he went to the sky, and Allah made him see amazing things. But a special note, again and again and again, Allah is not in the sky. Allah is not in a place. Allah exists without body or form. Allah made time and place. So anything of the creation, we cannot associate it to Allah. The golden rule is very simple, and a 5-year-old child can understand this. Whatever you imagine in your mind, Allah is not like that. And this is how I and you and all of us will be safe from the waswas and from the false aqeedas that are being spread by people from within, from some hypocrites that are within, that are hired or that just don't have knowledge, and from the people who are the enemies of Islam, that want to destroy Islam. It's very easy to use weapons to kill Muslims, but to infiltrate the education and to write in books that Allah has a body and Allah has a leg and that Allah moves, and they're giving Allah physical and created attributes. This is the greatest musibat for the Muslim ummah. The greatest musibat is not the bombs is not the bombs that hit the innocent Muslims. That's not the greatest musibat. The greatest musibat is the books that you may find in the library that say that Allah has a leg. And there are books here, and we'll show you books that say that Allah has a leg, and He puts it in hellfire, and He has a face and a few hands and 6 fingers, and that's what they say about Allah. So I can come here and I can tell you it's a beautiful day in Arizona, or I can tell you there's a big musibat, and you and me and all of us need to educate our children and teach them the correct aqeedah of Ahl al-Islam, the path of Ahl al-Sunnah wal Jama'ah, who follow the Sahaba, who follow the family of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. This is how we will be saved. This is the best thing that we could be talking about. I ask Allah, I thank you for attending, and I ask Allah to bless you and to bless us and to protect our children. If you would raise your hands for dua. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. اللهم صل صلاة كاملة وسلم سلاما تاما على سيدنا ومولانا محمد الذي تنحل به العقد وتنفرج به الكرب وتقضى به الحوائج وتنال به الرغائب وحسن الخواتيم ويستسقى الغمام بوجهه الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه في كل لمحة ونفس وبعدد كل معلوم لك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. بأسمائك الحسنى أتوسل وبأهل الرفعة أتوسل يا أرحم الراحمين. فرج عن أمتنا واحفظنا وتب علينا واحفظ أولادنا وارزقنا رزقا حلالا طيبا واسعا وأمتنا وأنت راض عنا. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين.